Brahmanda Purana, Part 1, Section 2, Anusanga Pada, Chapter 14, The Race of Priyavrata, Description of continents and their subdivisions. Suta said, in all the Manvantaras of the past and the future, all the subjects are born with similar identification in regard to names and forms. The footnote says, this is the main thesis of the Purana. This chapter deals with Puranic cosmography. It associates the names of continents, Dvipas, with the descendants of Swayambhuva Manu. For similar description, wide AP 107, KP 140, Bhagavat Purana, verse 16.1 to 26, Matsya Purana 112, 121, 122. The Devas, who are of 8 types, are the overlords in that Manvantara. The sages and the Manus, all of them serve the same purpose. The creation of the great sages was already recounted. Now understand the race of Swayambhuva Manu that is being recounted in detail and in due order. Swayambhuva Manu had 10 grandsons who were similar to him. The entire earth, consisting of 7 continents, was colonized by them, along with its towns, oceans, and mines in every subcontinent in the first Treta Yuga of the Swayambhuva Manvantara. This earth was colonized by those sons of Priyavrata, the grandson of Swayambhuva Manu, who were endowed with progeny, strength, and penance. Kamya, that extremely fortunate daughter of Kardama, the Prajapati, bore unto Priyavrata heroic sons endowed with their own progeny. The footnote says the race of Priyavrata. Names of Priyavrata's sons, names of the Dvipa assigned as kingdom. Agnidra, Jambu, Agnivahu, Jambu, Medhas, Jambu, Medhatithi, Plaksha, Vasu, Vapushman, Shalmala, Jyotishman, Kusha, Dyutiman, Krauncha, Havya, Shaka, Savana, Pushkara, Satra, Pushkara. She gave birth to 2 daughters, viz. Samrat and Kukshi. Both of them were splendid. She gave birth to 10 sons also. The brothers of those 2 daughters were 10 in number, valorous and similar to the Prajapatis. They were Agnidra, Agnivahu, Medhas, Medhatithi, Vasu, later mentioned as Vapushman, Jyotishman, Dyutiman, Havya, Savana, and Satra. Priyavrata crowned 7 of them in 7 continents as kings with due religious rites. Understand them as well as those continents. He made the excessively powerful Agnidra the lord of Jambudvipa. Medhatithi was made by him the lord of Plakshadvipa. He crowned Vapushman, earlier mentioned as Vasu, as king in the Shalmala Dvipa. The Lord made Jyotishman the king in Kusha Dvipa. He coronated Dyutiman as the king in Krauncha Dvipa. Priyavrata made Havya the lord of Shaka Dvipa. The Lord made Savana the overlord of Pushkara. In Pushkara Dvipa, Savana had 2 sons, viz. Mahavita and Dhataki. These two sons were the most excellent ones that parents could desire. In accordance with the name of that noble soul, his subcontinent is remembered as Mahavita Varsha. In accordance with the name of Dhataki, his subcontinent is called Dhata Dhataki Khanda. Havya, the lord of Shakadvipa, begot Havya, the lord of Shakadvipa, begot 7 sons. Rulers of Shakadvipa, they were viz. Jalada, Kumara, Sukumara, Manivaka, Kushumottara, Modaka, and the seventh one, Mahadruma. The first subcontinent of Jalada is called Jalada. The second subcontinent of Kumara is glorified as Kaumara. The footnote says 55.18 to 22, the 7 subdivisions of Sakadvipa are named after the 7 sons of Habvya. The third one, Sukumara, is remembered as the subcontinent of Sukumara. The fourth one is called Manivaka, the subcontinent of Maniva. The fifth subcontinent, Kusumottara, is that of Kusumottara. Modaka, the sixth subcontinent, is glorified as that of Modaka. The seventh subcontinent is Mahadruma, in accordance with the name of Mahadruma. All those 7 subcontinents there are called after their names. There were 7 sons born of Dyutiman, the lord of Kraunchadvipa, viz. Kushala, Manonuga, Ushna, Pavana, Andhakaraka, Muni, and Dundubi. These were the sons of Dyutiman. They have, after their own names, the splendid subcontinents situated in the Kraunchadvipa. The footnote says verse 22 to 26 enumerate 7 subdivisions of Kraunchadvipa which are named after the 7 sons of Dyutiman. The land of Kushala, named Kaushala, was very famous. Manonuga is remembered as the land of Manonuga. Ushna is remembered as the land of Ushna, and Pavana, that of Pavana. That land of Andhakara is glorified as Andhakara. Maunidesha was the land of Muni, and Dundubi is remembered as the land of Dundubi. These 7 lands in the Kraunchadvipa were radiant ones. Jyotishman, too, in the Kushadvipa, had 7 very powerful sons, viz. Udbhija, Venuman, Vairatha, Lavana, Dhriti, the 6th one, Prabhakara, and the 7th one, remembered as Kapila. The footnote says, verse 27 to 30, the 7 subdivisions of Kushadvipa are named after the 7 sons of Jyotishman, king of Kushadvipa. The first subcontinent is called Udbhija. The second subcontinent was Venu Mandala. The third subcontinent was Vairathakara. The fourth subcontinent is remembered as Lavana. The fifth subcontinent was Dhritiman. The fifth subcontinent was Dhritimat. The sixth subcontinent was Prabhakara. The seventh subcontinent, named Kapila, was glorified as that of Kapila. Their lands in the Kushadvipa have the same names as they. The lords of Shalmala were as if embellished with subjects endowed with the disciplined conduct of life pertaining to the various ashramas, stages of life. They were the 7 sons of Vapushman. The footnote says the 7 sons of Vapushman mentioned in the next verse have given their names to the varshas or subcontinents they headed. They were Shweta, Harita, Jimuta, Rohita, Vaidyuta, Manasa, and Suprabha, the seventh one. Shweta was the land of Shweta, Suharita was that of Harita, Jimuta was the land of Jimuta, and Rohita that of Rohita. Vidyuta was the land of Vaidyuta, and Manasa that of Manasa. Suprabha was the land of Suprabha. All these seven were the protectors of the lands. I shall recount Lakshadwepa after the Jambudwepa. The seven sons of Medhatithi were the kings ruling over Lakshadwepa. These were the sons of Medhatithi who are mentioned as follows. The eldest was named Shantabhaya. The second is remembered as Shishira. Sukhodaya was the third. The fourth is called Nanda. Shiva was the fifth among them. Kshemaka is called sixth, and Dhruva should be known as the seventh. Those seven Varshas, subcontinents, are known after the names of those seven sons. Therefore, the following are well known, viz. Shantabhaya, Shishira, Sukhodaya, Ananda, Shiva, Kshemaka, and Dhruva. Those Varshas were all equal to one another. They were colonized in the different parts formerly in the Swayambhuva Manvantara by those sons of Medhatithi who were kings and rulers of Plakshadwepa. The subjects in the Plakshadwepa were made to closely adhere to the disciplined conduct of life of the various castes and stages of life. It is the dharma, piety, virtue that is the criteria for the classification of the varnas and ashramas in the five continents, beginning with Plakshadwepa and ending with Shakadwepa, that is Plaksha, Shalmala, Kusha, Krauncha, and Shaka. Happiness, span of life, beauty, strength, and dharma, virtue, are remembered to be common to all perpetually in these five dvipas. Plakshadwepa has been described, understand the Jambudwepa. Priyavrata installed Agnidra, an extremely powerful son of Kamya, and his eldest successor as the king and overlord of Jambudwepa. The footnote says, verse 36 to 40 enumerate seven sons of King Medhatithi who became kings of seven Varshas, subcontinents, which were named after their founder kings. Verse 41 to 43 describe the common features of the five continents from Plaksha to Shakadwepa. 9 sons were born to him. They were on a par with the Prajapatis. The eldest was well known as Nabhi. Kimpurusha was his younger brother. Harivarsha was the third, and the fourth was Ilavrata. Ramya was the fifth son. Hiranvan is mentioned as his sixth son. Kuru was the seventh among them. Bhadrashva is remembered as the eighth and ninth, and the ninth was Ketumala. Understand their realms. The father gave Nabhi the southern Varsha named Hima. He gave Kimpurusha that Varsha called Hemakuta. He gave Harivarsha that subcontinent which is remembered as Naishadha. He gave Ilavrata the subcontinent that was in the middle of Sumeru. The father gave Ramya the subcontinent that is remembered as Nila. The subcontinent Shweta that was situated to the north of it was given by the father to Hiranvan. He gave to Kuru the subcontinent that was to the north of Shringavan. Similarly, he allotted to Bhadrashva the subcontinent Malyavat. He assigned the subcontinent Gandhamadana to Ketumala. Thus, these 9 subcontinents have been narrated by me part by part. Agnidra crowned those sons in due order in those subcontinents. Thereafter, that pious souled one became engaged in penance. Thus, the entire earth, consisting of the seven continents, was colonized by the seven sons of Priyavrata, who were the grandsons of Swayambhuva Manu. Thus, when annihilation takes place, these seven settlements, continents, are created again and again by the kings in all the seven subcontinents. This is the nature of colonization of the continents and the kalpas. With regard to the eight subcontinents, beginning with that Kim Purusha, the following things should be noted. Their attainment is natural. Without effort, they are generally happy. There is no annihilation or calamity in them. There is no fear from old age and death. There is neither dharma, virtue, nor adharma, evil among them. There is no classification of people as the excellent, the middling, and the base. In all those eight kshetras, that is varshas, subcontinents, there is no yuga vashtha, the state of yugas. The footnote says, verse 45 to 50 to enumerate the subcontinent in Jambudvipa for the identification of mountains wide, chapter 1, footnotes on page 11 to 12. I shall recount the procreation by Nabhi in the subcontinent called Hima. Understand it. Nabhi begot a highly lustrous son of Meru Devi. He was Rishabha, the most excellent of all kings. He was the eldest of all Kshatriyas. Heroic Bharata was born of Rishabha. He was the eldest of 100 sons. Rishabha crowned his son and engaged himself in Mahapravrajya, the great migration of renunciation, that is, journey or pilgrimage till death. He allotted the southern subcontinent named Hima to Bharata. Hence, learned men know this subcontinent as Bharatavarsha after his name. Bharata's son was a virtuous scholar named Sumati. Bharata crowned him in that realm. After transferring the royal glory to his son, the king entered the forest. His son Tejasa was a lord of the subjects and conqueror of enemies. The great scholar Indradyumna is remembered as Tejasa's son. Parameshtin, his son, was born after his death, and his son was Pratihara, and the family came to be known after his name. In his family, a son well known as Pratiharatra was born. To that intelligent Pratiharatra son, Unnetra was born. Bhuman is remembered as his son. His son was Udgita. Prashtavi was his son. Bibhu was the son of Prashtavi, and Prithu was his son. Prithu's son was Nakta. Gaya was Nakta's son. Nara was born as the son of Gaya, and Virat was the son of Nara. Mahavirya was the son of Virat. His son was Dhiman. Mahan was the son of Dhiman, and Bhavana was the son of Mahan. The footnote says he is regarded as the first Tirthankara by Jains. He is mentioned in the Bhagavad Purana verse chapters 4, 5 and Vayu Purana 2.1 to 28. Jaina tradition supports this theory regarding the name of Bharata Varsha. Twashtra was the son of Bhavana. His son was Virajas. Rajas was the son of Nirajas, and Satyajit was the son of Rajas. He had 100 sons. All of them were kings. The important one among them was Vishwajyotis. It is through them that these subjects flourished. This Bharata subcontinent was marked by them as one with 7 islands. Formerly, this Bharati land was enjoyed by those born of their family. Each set of yugas consists of Krita, Treta, etc. The Manvantara consists of such 71 sets of yugas. People belonging to their family had been king throughout the past yugas in the Swayambhuva Manvantara. They were hundreds and thousands. Thus is the creation race of Swayambhuva, by which this universe is filled with sages, deities, pitras, gandharvas, rakshasas, yakshas, bhutas, pishachas, human beings, animals, and birds. This is said to be their creation. It undergoes change along with the yugas.